Character, culture, and Christ have been the motto for Southern Nazarene University for many, many years. When I came as president, I was really curious about those words and really curious to dig into the archives. In fact, a conversation on campus one day with a visitor to our campus who asked that same question: what does character, culture, and Christ mean today? These days I like to talk about refining character. I think that we're all in process, and in those collegiate years, those years of a university experience, there's a great opportunity to refine character.
The professors care and they go out of their way to make sure that you are going to succeed.
Hi, I'm Rolante. I'm a sophomore at Southeastern, and we helped make this video.
The GAC Sports Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the Great American Conference.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee, Oklahoma for today's semifinal matchup in the men's side of the GAC Tournament Championship. Number 1, Southeastern Oklahoma State, and number 4, Southern Nazarene University. Michael Westbrook along with Joey McWilliams. It's a classic matchup. At least that's been the case the last 4 or 5 years of the Great American Conference. The Storm and the Storm going at it today, Joey.
And even as recently as the last time these two teams met up, played to the 90s, a contest that went back and forth, had 20 ties and lead change. I mean, it really is a classic matchup. And you go back to even NAI days, too. These two teams have met up, men's and women's basketball, a long history between the two.
Kelly Green, the head coach of Southeastern Oklahoma State, and look at the track record of Coach Green. He had so much success for 14 seasons at Arizona Western before taking over at Southeastern, where he has been there for 11 seasons now. And let's get to those starting lineups for Southeastern and for Southern Nazarene University. They've just announced the starters for the Crimson Storm of Southern Nazarene. Let's give you the Southeastern starting lineup. There's Adam Bohach, the head coach for Southern Nazarene, 3-time GAC Coach of the Year, more than 250 wins. Starters for Southeastern: Adam Dworsky, the senior from Flower Mound, Texas; Jet Sternberger, the sophomore from Kingfisher, Oklahoma; Bobby Johnson, redshirt senior from Atoka; Kellen Manick, the senior from Hera, Oklahoma; and the freshman from Croatia, Ante Brzovic. That's the starting 5 for Southeastern. And the starting 5 for Southern Nazarene: Adokie Iaye, the junior from Oklahoma City; Xavier Bryant, junior out of Dallas, Texas; Manny Dixon, a redshirt junior from Trenton, New Jersey; Tyler McGuy, the freshman from Denton; and a player that we watched excel on the court in the last game, Nick Davis, a sophomore out of Arlington, Texas. And Joey, as you noticed in the pregame, he was hammering home the dunks, getting his team fired up and ready to go.
He most certainly was. And you know what? There are a couple of matchups that I'm looking forward to seeing there. One of them involves Kelly Green's team there. Of course, Coach Bohach with Nick Davis out on the court. How is he going to match up against Ante Brzovic on the inside? And then the other matchup is a little bit more fluid. Who gets the assignment to guard that guy right there? Adam Dworsky. Whoever it is, I don't envy them. I think they drew the short straw. It's going to be fun.
GAC Player of the Year, Adam Dworsky, gets a chance to bounce the basketball once. We're ready to go here. Ante Brzovic will jump in the center circle for Southeastern against Nick Davis. It'll be a fun matchup right there. Number 1, Southeastern Oklahoma State. 4-seeded Southern Nazarene. Both winners in the quarterfinals, and our first men's semifinal is underway from Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee, as Southern Nazarene will have the opening possession. Xavier Bryant, the junior out of Dallas, Texas, right inside to Nick Davis. Against Manick, and he falls down. They'll call a foul on Kellen Manick.
It's a tough foul to get called 18 seconds in. As you look at it, it looks like he just lost his footing there. Less a matter of contact from the opponent there in big number 45.
Had to tie his shoe. That contact caused his shoe to come untied. I think it was already untied. Bryant will inbound. So Manick picks up the game's first foul. And our officials, Nathan Bemis, Marcus Hawkins, Luke Chittum, as Davis had it knocked away from him out of bounds. Southeastern basketball. Dworsky and Manick help each other up, both smiling.
Great job by Bobby Johnson. You see there, just takes it right away from Davis. And, you know, it does warrant mention in the early going. A player like Davis, strong, can go hard to the basket. Anytime you put that ball down low, it's the great equalizer. And Bobby Johnson took advantage of it.
A whistle, a foul away from the basketball. Manick was hit underneath.
Crimson Storm foul 3, Xavier Bryant is first. Team's first.
Put that on Xavier Bryant. His first foul. First foul against Southern Nazarene. Inside to Dworsky, lost the handle, still fighting for it. We've got a tie ball, and the possession arrow will belong to Southeastern.
Well, if you're watching Southeastern film, you know that's a tendency there for Dworsky to cut through the lane. Bursavich was looking for him, and Bryant did a great job in staying with him, getting a hand on that ball, reaching out, and the deflection there didn't allow Dworsky the easy basket.
Ante Bursavich, the freshman of the year in the Great American Conference, banging his way inside. Too hard on that shot. Crimson Storm back the other way, Manny Dixon. Bryant had his first double-double of his career in the quarterfinals. He leaves it for Iaye. Steps to the rim and hits his first two. Davis with the takeaway. A rare turnover from Adam Dworsky in Southeastern. Magai, the leading scorer. Let's see if they get him involved at all. Here he is off of a screen. Bobby Johnson guarding him tightly. 10 to shoot, another screen, he'll drive in and go up and hit.
Well, after pretty quick fouls on both ends of the court to get things started, both teams have backed away just a little bit, not as physical right off the bat.
Sternberger draws a triple team off of that screen. Now he's up top, 3 for 3, and off the back iron. How about Dworsky able to get that basketball and dribble it? That was down around his shoelaces when he dribbled it. Foul up top. Davis and Sternberger collide.
Yeah, do a little dance there at the end of that play. That's a good job. They made sure neither one fell down. Coach Bohach with some words at the opening here.
Dixon called for his first foul. Dworsky swings it to Manick into the corner. Bobby Johnson missed it short. Bursavich, offensive board, back to
How
Johnson
about
with
that?
a reverse layup.
So nice, Michael. Bursavich looks for the open man, doesn't try to force the issue himself.
Bursavich, huge numbers in the quarterfinal matchup, the win over East Central. He went for 25 points and 18 rebounds. Nice assist there, though. Up top, a 3 on its way, no good from Dixon. 4-2 early on. Southern Nazarene, Manick, he's wide open, offline.
We've talked about depth issues here in Fire Lake Arena and teams trying to get used to shooting the ball here. Southeastern shot the ball really, really well 2 days ago, and maybe some of that left them behind right now.
You saw Adam Bohach there a moment ago in his post-game press conference after the quarterfinal victory. He was ready to mention Southeastern and ready to play this team again. And the funny thing is, Joey, he wasn't the only coach that mentioned Southeastern. We even heard from Terry Evans say that he felt like his team could play with Southeastern. They're not even playing them today. McGuy steps through, does not get the roll. So a little bit of a target on the back of the number one team. Manick was open, just couldn't quite get it to him inside.
Nice communication for Southern Nazarene. The switches.
Jaworski had it knocked free out of bounds. It stays with Southeastern, 8 on the shot clock.
It's just tough to keep up with him anyway around. No matter how good your defense is, he is just tough to stay with.
Bohach referred to him as the little guy in the post-game press conference.
That's accurate.
5'11", 175-pound Adam Jaworski. 5 to shoot for Berzovic. Out to Jaworski, he'll have to fire. Long distance, good. Little guy, big shot.
Exactly right. 5'11", still a little taller than I am, so
yeah.
I'm not speaking too much, but on the court right now, it's accurate, but boy, he does bring a big game to the table.
First lead for Southeastern here, 5-4. Dixon driving on Berzovic. And tapped into the air. Sternberger comes up with it. Savage Storm want to run. Southern Nazarene gets back. Well, when you have a team, here's Jaworski again, where all 5 players, all 5 starters are all conference selections, it's tough on a given night that all 5 of them are going to have great games. We didn't hear a whole lot from Bobby Johnson in their opening win. Maybe today's his day. Hard drive inside, Berzovic with the rebound.
By the way, if you've been watching this, it hasn't been Berzovic on Davis. Manick has drawn that assignment.
There's Berzovic burying the 3.
And that's not an anomaly. It wasn't just that he was open, he decided to take the 3. Berzovic can shoot the ball from outside.
He sure can. Berzovic averaging 17.9 a game, 34% from three-point range, and Nick Davis gets right to the rim that time. His first 2.
Manick talking with the official. He cleared some space to get to the rim. Did it well, though. Found a way to get that opening, and when he did, he didn't have a miscue. I mean, he was strong to the basket after the fact.
Berzovic misses, tries to stay with it. Davis averaging 9.9 a game, just got his first 2. McGuy averaging 17 a game, has 2 points in this game. And now Davis against Manick. He'll have, a close range shot that he could not hit. He would love to have that one back. We're 6 minutes in. Southeastern has taken an 11-6 lead on a Bobby Johnson 3.
Now see, and I think Davis will take a different tenor this trip down the court. That's the exact opposite of what he did the trip before that. Got the open look and went strong to the basket. This time he had an opportunity, a clear path to the basket, but he didn't go up quite as strong.
And Davis, he shoots it at 70% from the floor for an entire season. There you go. He doesn't miss.
That is it. Kind of pulled a little bit away the last time down the court. That time he goes up strong, leans into the shot, and makes the basket. And he does. There is a force to his game.
Berzovic, he's feeling it. Can't hit that time. 11-8 Southeastern. They've blown way past the 16-minute media timeout. We're nearing the 12-minute one at this point. To be expected in a game like this, Southeastern loves to run. As we heard yesterday from Coach Kelly Green, they want a shot on every single possession. Some coaches say that. Some teams do that. Right at the rim, what a play.
Cut. Yes, very nice cut. And looking for Davis to come through first, Dixon just followed with a cut of his own.
IA with the assist. Here's Sternberger dialing up a 3. It looked good. Did not go. And
everyone's slowing down a little bit.
Yeah. Well, you've got 3 players set to check in for Southern Nazarene, 2 for Southeastern. As we've now gone nearly 8 minutes without a break. And we'll have one here as the ball goes out of bounds. Bryant saying he was pushed. He slipped. The media timeout, 12:25 to go in the opening half. Southeastern leads Southern Nazarene 11-10 on the GAC Sports Network.
My college journey allowed me to become a versatile musician, a well-rounded student, and a stronger person. My experience at Henderson State University is why I live ready.
Character, culture, and Christ have been the motto for Southern Nazarene University for many, many years. When I came as president, I was really curious about those words and really curious to dig into the archives. In fact, a conversation on campus one day with a visitor to our campus who asked that same question: what does character, culture, and Christ mean today? These days I like to talk about refining character. I think that we're all in process, and in those collegiate years, those years of a university experience, there's a great opportunity to refine character.
Welcome back to Fire Lake Arena. Michael Westbrook, Joey McWilliams, courtside here with us, John Chittister and Josh Collins. Those guys help us out more than people would know. John said he started getting everything ready this morning at 4:30. I think he was joking there.
I wouldn't be surprised. These sports information director types, I'm telling you.
Well, fast-paced start here, Joey.
They keep different hours. They really do. It is a fast-paced start. Maybe a little bit slower than what I might have expected. Southeastern missed a few shots that they will usually hit. Southern Nazarene's done a good job on defense, and a bunch of new, fresh legs in the game right now.
Weeks is on the floor. Leslie is on the floor for Southeastern. Those were the two subs. Dworsky just lost it out of bounds. So Kyle Leslie and R.J. Weeks. And you have Ian Mowat on the floor for Southern Nazarene. Wilson is out there as well. And Lynn, Jalen Lynn and Mo Wilson.
Get up there, R.J.
Jalen Lynn, the junior, transfer from Arkansas Pine Bluff. Magai sitting on 2 points in the early going. Inside 12 to play now. Wilson driving in, bounce pass underneath, and shot up over Berzovic, but it was missed.
Good help by Weeks on the inside. Southeastern, the man-to-man defense, getting nice movement on D.
So Dworsky has 2 turnovers already. Southeastern almost had another one there, bailed out on a foul. And now we've got the inside 12 media timeout. So another break here with 11:37 to play. We're all caught up. Southeastern 11, Southern Nazarene 10. Back in a moment on the GAC Sports Network.
Yeah, I've got choices.
Okay.
I'm ready for my future.
Your future, your choice.
If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
11-10, Southeastern with the lead, but as you can see, they've not scored a basket in the last 2:22, and you had said it right as we came out of the break there, Joey. Maybe a little bit slower pace than what you had anticipated from Southeastern, as they do lead by 1 here.
I wouldn't be surprised if that picks up, though, but I think that's indicative of Southern Nazarene trying to dictate the pace of this game. And if I were Coach Bohach, I think I would be doing much of the same. Try to slow the pace down just a little bit as much as you can on the defensive end. And realistically for Southern Nazarene right now, there's no need to be in a hurry on the offensive end. I mean, it's a tight contest. It's a 1-point game. You get the ball, go down, set your offense, and make it happen.
Mo Wilson, the second.
Mo Wilson called for his first foul. Pump fake there from Weeks. Got Wilson up in the air. RJ Weeks, 71% at the line this season. Redshirt freshman out of Kingston.
His dad is in the arena right now, and just on a personal note, I'll throw this out there. Years and years ago, back in the late 80s, his dad was a student teacher and an assistant coach for one Dixon High School. We had him as an assistant coach when I was playing with the
right.
How
about that? Are you the most famous alumni for Dixon?
By no stretch.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to know who's on the list then. There's a three that goes for EIA.
EIA for three.
PA announcer's having fun with the EIA today. Manick set to check back in here in a moment for the Savage Storm. Johnson will join him as well. We're tied at 13. Berzovic inside to Weeks. The layup is good. What a pass. That's two really good assists from Berzovic.
Really have been. I mean, he's a player very unselfish. You know, not only is that a good trait, but you have to think he's a freshman on this team. I mean, the upperclassmen, it's very much senior and upperclassmen dominated Savage Storm team. Berzovic is a freshman. He's coming in. He's learned from these upperclassmen, and he's not afraid to look for it.
Yeah. So Manick is back in, Bobby Johnson's back in, and returning to the floor for Southern Nazarene, Xavier Bryant. And late sub-inner Nick Davis comes back. Berzovic will get a break. And as we know from my review last night, it's nighttime in Croatia now. And so, you know, Berzovic's family might be tuned in for a nice evening of GAC basketball. I hope they are. Kyle Leslie back in. Manick trying to back down Bryant. Now Manick outside Dworsky. And he hits, rattled around and in for Adam Dworsky, his second three-point make in this one.
There's some teams here, a part of this, the 8-team tournament bracket field on the inside that move the ball really well, and Southeastern is definitely one of those. Not afraid to take that extra pass, too.
Nick Davis wants the basketball inside. Yet to find a way to get it to him. Now he has it. 3 on the shot clock, and Davis will try to get as close as he can. Flips it to the rim and in.
Strong move to the inside. Manick giving a little bit of space there, and Davis definitely took advantage of it. He's going to be tough to guard throughout this entire game. They keep looking to him on the inside. I think you're looking at a steady stream of points.
Manick was short on that one. Davis will set the high screen, roll to the rim. Now Bryant. Bryant all the way inside, he's fouled. Mentioned Bryant's first double-double in the quarterfinal win over Henderson. That score 69-58. Southern Nazarene by 11. Bryant went for 13 points and 10 boards on 4 of 6 shooting. And he had 6 assists, flirting with a triple-double there.
It's so funny, too, when you think about that. And I was looking at that as well, thinking those numbers are close enough to a triple-double to warrant mention in conversation. I mean, it's not just something that you throw out there loosely all the time. And even with that, Davis really, I think, was the man that was at the forefront throughout the game. As well as Bryant played, Davis had such a strong outing.
Yeah, you're right. 18 points on 6 of 12 shooting. And again, so much attention was on him close to the rim that, yeah, kind of didn't mention Bryant as often as maybe we should have. So Xavier Bryant, his first point, 1 of 2 at the line. Southeastern by 2. We're inside 9 to play in the opening half. Johnson had it knocked free from him, recovers, pulls up, and hits. So Bobby Johnson, as we said, didn't hear a whole lot from him in the opener against East Central. He was 1 of 5, 2 points and 2 rebounds, and he already has 7 in this one.
And if you watch him shoot, I mean, there's such a purity to his shot as well. I mean, you think about Bobby Johnson playing often. If you've watched him play, you think about his offense, but he could play some defense as well too. But it's just such a smooth shot.
The assist, Xavier Bryant.
Bryant will get credit for the assists on that one, as Wilson has his first 2. Davis knocked it away from Berzovich. He recovers. Here's for now, we're headed for a back and forth contest. Dworsky, his third turnover today as Iaye comes over for the steal.
I just think it's so rare that you're going to have something good happen when you get up in the air and are not exactly sure where you're going to throw the ball. You have to come down, physics and all.
Iaye takes it right to Berzovich. 7 points. We're tied at 20. Southeastern, of course, had the day off yesterday as they played on Thursday. Southern Nazarene going back-to-back days now after playing yesterday. Inside to Manick, skips it over to Berzovich, who is wide open, and a little bit too much on that one. Southern Nazarene with a chance to take the lead. And the last time that happened was a minute and a half in. They scored the first 2 baskets of the game to go up 4-0. On the shot clock, Bryant drives around Weeks, one-handed floater at the rim. Davis tries to slam it back home. He gets it right back and flips it in again.
So strong on the inside.
Now Berzovich, he wants his turn. And the big man battle, Berzovich wins that one. The and one opportunity coming his way.
And you like the way he shifts hands too. By the way, Berzovich, a left-handed shooter, goes on the right side and allows Davis to come over, shifted his hand there and got it up and in.
Media timeout, 6:22 to play in the opening half. Berzovich at the line when we return in a tie game here on the GAC Sports Network.
When you think about college, it's easy to think of intimidating things.
Like the large campus and classrooms, big books and big tests.
And the long journey you'll take to achieve your dream career.
But when you get here, you realize that it's not just about these things.
Instead, it's about the people.
The people who pushed us to succeed.
Those who struggled and achieved with us.
Believed in us.
It's about how we feel when we're on campus.
It's about finding our place.
It's about family. You may not always know exactly where you're going, but at SAU, it's about discovering yourself and living and learning with people who care about you.
It's about finding your home.
It's about being home.
This is home.
Well, a 7 seed. Could they be the team of destiny? As Southwestern looks on, as they won yesterday over 2-seed Oklahoma Baptist. As we have said, come tournament time, the only certainty is that you just never know. Just who knows who might end up in the championship.
That's what makes it so fun. Unless you are just an absolute hardcore fan of a particular team, and then it'll drive you absolutely mad if you came in as the top seed. But if you're watching as a fan or someone that's just neutral in these things and is coming to watch good basketball, yeah, it makes it really fun.
Missed free throw, but an offensive rebound. Dworsky's shot falls a bit short. And so again, Southern Nazarene here in a tie game looking to go back on top. Long three, and that was offline from Iaye. A very quick possession, a little bit uncharacteristic from Southern Nazarene.
It really was. They've been very, very deliberate on the offensive end. Iaye, though, still a little bit. I think that was probably a good shot. Had the open look.
Berzovich tries to pass to a cutting Bobby Johnson, taken away by Bryant. He falls down, and now a foul. Sternberger saying I didn't touch him. The whistle came a bit late. Well, he stepped on the foot of Sternberger and fell down. That's what I saw anyways.
Yeah, he did not touch him with his hands, obviously reaching in, but especially you can see it from this angle.
Jonathan Webb on replay has been on fire, by the way, from the GAC Sports Network here at Fire Lake Arena.
We appreciate the GAC Sports Network crew. We really do. very thankful to get to work with him year in and year out, and this year it's been very good.
And Jonathan and I spend our Friday nights together with Bryant High School football, so he does a little bit of everything. 5.5 to go in the first. Davis into the corner there for Manny Dixon. Well, when does Tyler McGuy get going is the question.
Well, we may have the answer here in just a moment.
Things inside against Bobby Johnson, fading away, hits.
Tyler McGuy.
Were you calling for a McGuy sighting?
I guess.
So, he answered the call.
He's from Denton, Texas, you know, where I went to college, so. And Davis comes away with another steal for Southern Nazarene. That's 5 turnovers on Southeastern, 2 for Southern Nazarene here in this first half. Dixon fouled. Manny Dixon to the free throw line.
Like the second move from Southern Nazarene on offense right now. We talked about the deliberation on offense, driving inside, forcing Southeastern to bring in another player, get some help down low. And when that happens, another member of the Crimson Storm cuts across the lane. They're always looking for that second player.
Dixon can't hit at the free throw line. 1 of 3 as a team for Southern Nazarene. They're limited trips. And 2 of 3 for Southeastern.
For the Savage Storm, 22, Al Irvin.
Dworsky gets a break. Al Irvin is on the floor. Redshirt junior out of Griffith, Indiana. And 1 of 2 at the line for Manny Dixon. He has 3 points. There's Dworsky.
Irvin's been playing good ball of late, and I think also that's a good decision right now. It's Dworsky not really in a rhythm at the moment. Let's see what Irvin can do.
Johnson leaves it for Berzovic, and we've got a whistle. Blocking foul called on Southern Nazarene. See it again.
Crimson Storm foul 5, Manny Dixon his third.
Nice lead for Johnson.
That's 3 fouls on Manny Dixon. He's in foul trouble. And that brings Mo Wilson up off the bench to check in for him.
55, Ante Brozovic.
So the regular season matchups, you got to go back to December 4th, the first matchup. Southeastern won 82-71. And then the overtime thriller on February 5th at Southern Nazarene. It was a 94-93 Southeastern victory at the Sawyer Center. Berzovic with 6 points.
Storm 11, Mo Wilson.
And when you think about that, is it any wonder that Coach Bohach was saying we like Southeastern?
Right.
We want another opportunity. We want another chance.
Hey, you got Wilson. Ante! 21!
Both free throws go for Berzovic. Southern Nazarene with a 1-point lead, 4.5 to play in the first, 25-24 the score. And Berzovic is leading Southeastern with 7. Johnson also has 7. Davis leads the way for Southern Nazarene. He has 8. They'll look inside to him against Berzovic. Davis works his way in close, doesn't get the bounce that time.
There's the shift that time, Berzovic that time on Davis. It's gone back and forth between him and Manek.
Berzovic spinning, and it's out of bounds. Well, both sides actually not happy. Berzovic, I think, thought he was fouled. So the Nazarene thought that they had the basketball.
Yeah, they thought they had the basketball. And that was the question from Davis and other players. Just say who touched it.
Yeah.
Who touched it? I couldn't read the lips to see a good answer.
Manek sets the screen for Irvin. And he controls yet again. Bounce pass underneath to Bobby Johnson. What a play.
That really was. And for as strong as Southern Nazarene has been on defense today and as well as they've played, they look flat-footed then.
Southeastern back on top. This one's going to go back and forth. We've already been tied 3 times, and that one drops in. It's the 4th lead change. Xavier Bryant, his first field goal of the day to go along with 1 free throw. He's got 3. Berzovic giving a little room. Now into the paint. What a pass. Same play, other side basically.
Well, when Berzovic goes in like that, you have to respect it. You have to step in. help was there and it left the person open. We're seeing on both ends of the court, really. Both teams looking inside. Southern Nazarene just 1 for 3 from outside the arc, make it 1 for 4. That's only the 4th shot they've taken from long range. The offense really pushing and forcing the issue to the inside. There's a double dribble.
Yep. Media timeout, 2:47 to play in the opening half. Southeastern holding on to a 1-point lead over Southern Nazarene here on the GAC Sports Network.
Looking back, I think I was a little nervous starting college. But from the moment I arrived at OBU, it felt like home. I found new friends, we laughed together, studied together, and learned what it means to be a Bison. Amy. I got to know my professors and found out that they really care about me. I found my place at OBU.
Back home, the world seems small. Here, it has expanded.
I've been challenged and have grown in knowledge and in spirit.
I've been part of something bigger, something special.
Surrounded and supported by new brothers and sisters who were once strangers.
And my sense of community and my role in it has grown too.
Harding University, a community of mission.
Southeastern by 1, 28-27. And Joey, you were talking about the long ball, 4 of 12 from Southeastern. Only 4 3-point shots from Southern Nazarene.
Yeah, even attempted, and there's the points in the paint right there. They're doubling up on what Southeastern has been able to produce in the lane, but it's partly due to the fact that that's really the direction they're going. I mean, this is intentional. They're going toward Davis. They're going toward Dixon. Dixon, of course, with the 3 fouls. Davis now more, and really trying to make things happen in the lane. Even Bryant, he's been driving, not looking at the mid-range jumper as much. He's been driving those little floaters from 7 and 8 feet.
Davis was wide open. They couldn't get it to him. Manick comes over and takes it away. Bobby Johnson flying to Berzovic. Davis blocks this shot. We're going the other direction. What a turnaround there. And now wide open. EIA cannot hit. Berzovic the board.
You know, maybe that was the extra pass from Johnson. Probably could have taken up himself, but was being unselfish. Gave it off to Berzovic, and wow, Davis with a great block.
That's 6 rebounds for Berzovic. He had 18 on Thursday, which was a tournament record, only to be surpassed a day later by Jalen Brooks of Southern Arkansas, who had 20. And so now Berzovic already with 6 here in the first half. Dworsky's going to have to do something. Had his pocket picked. Xavier Bryant with a runaway.
Xavier Bryant.
That was a great defensive move. And also, Bryant recognized, too, the shot clock was running down. Dworsky was trying to make something happen. I don't think he was looking as closely as he needed to, and Bryant made him pay.
Mismatch here, Manick inside, but Bryant gets a hand on it. Manick recovers and scores.
Kellen Manick.
Kellen Manick listed 6'7". Bryant listed at 6 foot even. And Southern Nazarene wants a timeout. We'll take it as well. 1:10 to go in the first half. Savage Storm back on top of the Crimson Storm by 1 here on the GAC Sports Network.
In high school, people described me as bright,
hardworking, and dedicated.
That I had a big heart because I care about people and doing the right things.
Now, everywhere I look, I see an entire community just like that.
Learning more,
doing more, and caring more.
A community of mission, Harding University.
Green, and he was just having a lengthy conversation with the officials, and during that exchange, Ryan Mahoney, the assistant coach for Southern Nazarene, came charging out to half court to indicate that his players for Southeastern not allowed to sit down during the 30-second timeout. They were on the bench. Southern Nazarene was huddled up off of the bench as you're supposed to be during a 30. And I don't know what's going to come of that, but obviously you see Coach Green still not happy about it. And there's what transpired during the timeout. You don't always get to see what happens in the break. Hopefully I gave a good description of it. That was fun to watch, at least from our vantage point.
It was, it was interesting.
The officials didn't bother to tell them they had to get up, so I don't know. I don't know who was actually right, but I thought that was the case, the rule. So a missed shot, Dworsky has it. We're inside a minute to go in the first half. I think the officials were preoccupied with Coach Green there.
I would imagine, yes.
Underneath the Burzovich, the reverse layup is good, right around Davis, and he now has 9.
It's not, it isn't often that you see a head coach and an assistant coach with an altercation, although, you know, see here also Michigan basketball, but we can talk about that another time.
10 seconds to shoot. Xavier Bryant controlling. Inside to Davis. Davis with that power dribble. So good around the rim.
My goodness, Michael. I mean, there's not a lot that Manick can do.
Dworsky to Manick, 2 to shoot. Manick on the front of the rim, and Davis a rebound. Southeastern 32, Southern Nazarene 31. What a fun back and forth first half this one has been, Joey.
It really has, and this is just what I expected at the half, a one-point game one way or the other. Take your pick, it doesn't matter. I think we're in for much more of the same in the next 20 minutes.
Tied 3 times and 7 lead changes as Coach Kelly Green will watch his team walk to the locker room. He's going to hang courtside for a second there. We'll take a break. When we come back, look at all the first half numbers. You're watching the Great American Conference Men's Basketball Semifinals here on the GAC Sports Network.
Southern Arkansas University feels like home and is dedicated to student achievement and developing a caring atmosphere both on campus and online. With more than 80 degrees in 4 distinct colleges and the School of Graduate Studies, SAU initiates new degree programs to fit the needs of career and professional trends of today. Visit us today and see why Southern Arkansas University feels like home.
How to spot a boll weevil. Boll weevils are a fascinating species. They're known to travel in packs, are highly intelligent, and can thrive in any environment. Each and every boll weevil is unique, and they have unique opportunities. But they all share one common trait. Every boll weevil has a bright future awaiting wherever they go. And that's how you spot a boll weevil. Learn more at uamont.edu.
The professors care and they go out of their way to make sure that you are going to succeed.
Hi, I'm Rolante. I'm a sophomore at Southeastern, and we help make this video.
Southeastern with a 1-point lead on Southern Nazarene at halftime, 32-31. Let's look at the men's tournament bracket. Southern Arkansas, 6 seed, upsetting 3 seed Northwestern Oklahoma State, 72-63. Joey, that game was all about rebounding.
It really was, and those were 2 teams that fight hard on the inside. Southern Arkansas coming away with the victory. Great job by Jalen Brooks with 20 boards. His brother, I believe, had 12 as well.
Southwestern, a double-digit win over the 2nd seed Oklahoma Baptist, 68-56. We'll see Terry Evans lead his team into the semifinals against Southern Arkansas, and that's coming up after this one. Now, on this side of the bracket, the game we're in now, Southeastern with a win over East Central, 82-59, and it was Southern Nazarene with a 69-58 win over Henderson State. Lots of other basketball action, the women's action taking place here at Fire Lake Arena as well.
Harding and Arkansas Tech. That is coming up. That's the nightcap tonight, the 3 seed and the 7 seed. Harding getting the victory last night over Northwestern Oklahoma. It was a 67-50 victory. It felt like a little bit bigger win than that when all was said and done. Harding's defense was just too tough. And Arkansas Tech, the number 7 seed, 67-65 over 2nd seeded Southern Nazarene. An upset there in that game. And then Our first semifinal game on the women's side of the day will be Southwestern, the top seed in the tournament, taking on 4th seed Henderson State.
Okay, so at halftime, a 1-point game. We've had 7 lead changes. I expect much of the same in the second half, considering they went to overtime the last time they played each other. What's your thoughts on the second half for both of these teams?
I think that we might see the players get a little bit more aggressive. It's something we haven't seen. The officials established a tone right off the bat. There were going to be some close fouls, so back off just a little bit. I think when the second half starts, they may try again, try to get the feel for that one more time, and possibly with some players that aren't in foul trouble. Manny Dixon with 3 fouls for Southern Nazarene. He'll have to watch it, but they may want to just test the ropes a little bit. I think these two teams work better when they're able to get up and down the court.
Xavier Bryant and Nick Davis from Southern Nazarene, Adam Dworsky and Berzovich for Southeastern. The list goes on. A lot of firepower here at Fire Lake Arena, and it's halftime. Southeastern by 1, 32-31 against Southern Nazarene. When we come back here in just a little while, we'll look over all those first half stats. You're watching the GAC Sports Network.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Did you know
that 1 in 5 women are sexually assaulted in college?
that 1 in 16 men are sexually assaulted as well?
That only 13% of rape survivors report assault? That 8 in 10 victims know their attacker?
In the Great American Conference,
there are over 50,000 students
with over 4,100 student athletes.
In the Great American Conference,
it's on us to stop sexual assault.
Anyone can be a victim.
Everyone can be a part of the solution.
It's on me.
To give a voice to the voiceless.
It's on us.
To give hope to the hopeless.
It's on me. To take a stand.
It's on us. To make a difference on our campuses.
It's on you.
To take the pledge.
It's on us.
12 schools.
2 states.
1 conference.
It's on us.
Character, culture, and Christ have been the motto for Southern Nazarene University for many, many years. When I came as president, I was really curious about those words and really curious to dig into the archives. In fact, a conversation on campus one day with a visitor to our campus who asked that same question, what is character, culture, and Christ? Creating culture. Certainly when we graduate students, they go out and they create culture in classrooms. They create culture in churches. They create culture anywhere they go.
As a student athlete, I've been challenged both in the classroom and on the field. Between the education that I've received and the relationships that I've built, my time at Henderson State University has prepared me to live ready.
Running outdoors, you got to take what nature gives you. We'd like to say we run when they don't. So we want to give you products to be able to run when you don't think you should run, when it's pouring rain outside, it's snowing. We're going to have products for you to get out there. You don't get better sitting on your butt not training. You got to get out there and run.
At Under Armour, it's always about premium textiles. They need to perform, they need to be the best. The merging of hybrid textiles with naturals and new seaming and bonding and super sleek, modern, fast, futuristic designs, that's where we are really going to turn it up a notch. If you look good and you feel good, you're going to perform better.
At East Central University, we educate and empower students to transform the world. We provide an exceptional hands-on learning experience with professors who really go that extra mile. East Central University encourages students to become who they are meant to be while making lasting memories. East Central University, welcome home.
What does it mean to be a Ranger? It means smaller class sizes, so you're seen and heard. It means graduating debt-free, like over half of our students. It means getting help when you need it through financial aid and scholarships, like more than 80% of our students. To be a Ranger, you're rowdy with excitement. To be a Ranger, you care about your education. To be a Ranger, you saddle up to a challenge and ride to success. Rowdy lives here. Rangers live here. Northwestern. Success lives here.
So how do you make it? How do you overcome the odds? There's Natasha's way. Be shy, focus on yourself, till they focus on you. Or Juana's way.
Why be one champ when I want to be two?
Be like Yusra. Let nothing
Syrian refugee pulls boat to safety.
destroy your dreams.
Screw fate.
Or maybe you beat doubt one step at a time, like Johnny. What about Zoe? Never satisfied. Not with trophies or stunts. Then there's Dennis. Work with what you got to get what you don't. Or you could be like me. Dream of pro football, get hurt, dream over. Find yourself with just $7 in your pocket. So how did I get here? By being the hardest worker in the room. How are you gonna get here?
Welcome back at halftime. Southeastern Savage Storm clinging to a 1-point lead against the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm. 12 of 26 from the floor for Southeastern, just above 46%. And Southern Nazarene, an even 50% shooting, 14 of 28. And from the free throw line, limited opportunities for Southern Nazarene, 2 of 4, 4 of 5 for Southeastern. Neither side hitting from downtown, 1 of 6 for Southern Nazarene, 4 of 13 for Southeastern. And the turnovers, Joey, 5 of those, 7 from Adam Dworsky for Southeastern.
There's no doubt that Adam Dworsky is out of rhythm right now. He is the player of the year in the GAC. Obviously, you were talking about a target being on somebody's back, has to be squarely on his back as well. Anytime you get those conference honors right before the tournament, everyone knows, as if they didn't know already, who they're supposed to be guarding. Dworsky has not had a good first 20 minutes. He needs to make some adjustments on the inside and outside because he's been driving and hasn't been able to make those passes. The Southern Nazarene defense clamps down on him once he gets into the lane, and you've got 6 and 8 hands at a time that he's trying to throw the ball through. He's not been successful. On the other end, you talk about what Southern Nazarene's doing in that 50% shooting from the field. Well, part of the reason is that right there, getting strong to the basket on the inside, points in the paint, and Southern Nazarene's been very successful there so far.
Well, they have been, and then so has Southeastern in some ways. Now, like you said, Dworsky's been bottled up when he's been inside, but Berzovic has shown his ability to pass and shoot. Berzovic with 9 points to lead Southeastern in the first half, and Nick Davis is the only player on the floor into double figures with 10. A strong performance from Bobby Johnson in the first half as well, as he went for 9 in the first half. And so, again, Davis with 7. Adokie Iaye has 7. Those are the 2 leading scorers for Southern Nazarene, and Berzovic and Johnson both have 9 apiece for Southeastern. So, in the second half here, does Dworsky try to do the same thing and continue to drive, or do they maybe look to get Sternberger a little more involved? You know, he had a big game on Thursday. What do they try to do?
Sternberger's game can come to him because he's just he is really a pure shooter. And I know I said that about Johnson a while ago. They are. That Southeastern is loaded with offense. I think Dworsky does have to try to make something happen, at least in the opening part of the half. He has to try to find the rhythm that he needs because this team is predicated on his play and what he's able to do. Does he have to shoulder the entire load? Absolutely not. And if he tries to put up 40 points in this game at this point in time, that's not the recipe for success for Southeastern. Meanwhile, for Southern Nazarene, a few tweaks here and there, and maybe a little stronger to the basket as they have continued to do that. They put themselves in a good position here in the first half.
One final break before the start of the second half. At halftime, it's 32-31. Southeastern has a 1-point lead, the #1 seed. Stay with us for the second half. It's going to be a fun one between the Crimson Storm and the Savage Storm here on the GAC Sports Network.
It's your moment. It's your moment.
It's your moment.
When you think about college, it's easy to think of intimidating things.
Like the large campus and classrooms, big books, and big tests. But when you get here, you realize that it's not just about these things.
It's about the people.
The people who pushed us to succeed.
Those who struggled and achieved with us.
It's about finding our place.
And living and learning with people who care about you.
This is home.
Welcome back to Fire Lake Arena. We're ready for the second half of Southern Nazarene and Southeastern Oklahoma State. A lot of Storm, a lot of Crimson Storm, a lot of teams with the start with the letter S. Almost messed that up there. All right, we're ready to get this one underway. Michael Westbrook and Joey McWilliams here courtside for the second half of our first semifinal. And Southern Nazarene will have the ball first.
Try to weave a little alliteration into our broadcast when we can.
Yes.
Down! Get tight, Adam!
Magai, Bryant, Dixon, EIA, and Davis, the five on the floor for Southern Nazarene, the same starting five. And Magai will go with a kind of a half hook shot there off the glass, but missed. And it's the same starting five for Southeastern. That includes Manick, Dworsky, Berzovich, Johnson, and Sternberger. Manick against Magai. Berzovich driving, and a partial block there. Davis got a piece of it. Quick shot, and a three is good from Adokie EIA, who now has 10. Dworsky tries to counter, drives inside. Berzovich cuts, not there. Ball is knocked away. Diving on the floor, coming up with it for Southern Nazarene. EIA out to Bryant. Bryant needs some help.
Push off! Get a hand up!
Southeastern settling back into a man now with that opportunity. No, they've moved it around to the zone.
Davis underneath, easy lay-in.
Yeah, that was very easy for Southern Nazarene. It looked like miscommunications there on defense, and Manick was not looking as the pass came through.
Not sure Davis, he was wide open. Berzovich, three doesn't go. Davis even hesitated a minute, he was so wide open.
He did.
4-point Southern Nazarene advantage. That's their largest lead of the game. And that was all the way back at the 18:34 mark of the first half. They led 4-0.
Illegal!
EIA on Sternberger, in strong. We got a blocking foul. Dworsky was trying to call for a charge, but Sternberger's going to be called for the block.
No, he burned it set. Sternberger trying to move over and just get in the way, and as much as anything, not allow the easy basket.
First foul of the second half sends EIA to the free throw line. 71% free throw shooter, has taken exactly 100 free throw attempts this season. 71 makes for the young man out of Oklahoma City to wipe up the sweat underneath the rim.
Now Southern Nazarene as a whole, 66.5% from the free throw line this season. Southeastern a little better than 78%.
EIA, the second leading scorer on this Crimson Storm team at 13.6 a game. He was last year's newcomer of the year. He has 12 in this one. A defense chant from the Southern Nazarene bench.
I was just saying, Michael, this is a very good start for Southern Nazarene here in the second half, getting just what they want.
Bobby Johnson just inside the three-point line. Davis clears the glass. Fourth rebound for Davis. Southeastern yet to score here in this second half. It's a 7-0 run for Southern Nazarene in the first 2.5 minutes of action. EIA looking to add to it, and he does just that. Sternberger forcing the issue the other way. Davis rejects it at the rim. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness again.
That's exactly what Southern Nazarene needed to do. Take advantage of it. The quick pass, the quick shot, the momentum.
17 for Adokie EIA, and it's a 43-32 Southern Nazarene lead. 12-0 start. Sternberger tries to change it, can't do so. Offensive board. And a foul in the paint. Put that one on EIA, his first.
I could not ask for a much better start for Southern Nazarene. Not at all. 12-0 run to start. Solid defense, but just taking and making good shots.
Berzovic slings it outside to Sternberger. Some contact, no whistle. He'll pull up from 15. He cannot hit. Davis clears the glass yet again for his 6th rebound to go with 12 points. And Southern Nazarene dominating the start of this second half.
Really have, and I want to say that again. I mean, there's nothing forced right now. There are some plays that they have run coming out of the half. There's scripted plays, things like that you'll see, like the one in the guy to get things started. But nothing's been forced. They're just going with it.
Well, EIA misses that one. 3 of 9 from long range for the Crimson Storm. Berzovic will look to work his way into the basket. Missed it. Had 2 looks at it. The tip back wouldn't go. Davis is on pace to get every rebound of the second half. He's on the defensive side of the ball. Seems to be going that way for him. He wants it inside against Manick. Looks from the right block, straightens up, spins, got it to go.
And he knows it.
It's a thing of beauty. It really is. I know you said it earlier. Out of bounds in Southern Nazarene basketball as we hit the first media timeout. Savage Storm held scoreless through nearly 5 minutes of the second half. Southern Nazarene 45, Southeastern 32. We're back in a moment on the GAC Sports Network.
Hey, what you doing this for? Just out here for recreational purposes? No. Working, man.
Mission today is to work hard until you can't go no more. It's always a team mission. Can't get nowhere without the team. It takes everybody. 1, 2, 3.
You better be open. You better be open. Man, listen, man, listen. It's only one attitude that you gotta bring.
Let's go.
That you need to bring.
Work. I mean, we come out here every day to get better. If it was easy, everybody would do it, man.
We work out on the street, you feel me? We the best in the nation. We outwork y'all, we outwork anybody.
We
always grinding, always getting better. Every time I come through these lines, no matter what these lines at, work. Maximum effort.
9 turnovers for Southeastern, and they've yet to score here in the second half. Joey, it's a 14-0 run for Southern Nazarene to take a 13-point lead.
They've played well. They played consistent, taking advantage of what they've been given. 5 of their last 6 shots have gone in, including some from long range. A little bit of a struggle in the first half. Definitely not the case here in the second half.
Southern Nazarene basketball, and a little bit of full court press now from Southeastern.
Move your feet. Back in front. Here you go. Hands off. Back up.
Nick Davis, the sophomore from Mansfield Summit, slings it inside to Bryant for 2. Well, he's had so much attention on him scoring around the rim. Now he can start passing a little bit. Berzovic inside, scores over the top of Davis.
Ripped that last play out of the Southeastern playbook and executed it well. Southeastern on the other end finally getting points on the board.
First 2 of the second half. Took 5 minutes. Southern Nazarene 6 of their last 7. Berzovic blocks the shot. Crimson Storm recover it. Davis driving in on Dworsky. Dworsky had a hand on it and it's out of bounds. 4 to shoot for Southern Nazarene.
And for the Crimson Storm, 11, Mo Wilson. 15, Jalen Lynn.
Mo Wilson, Jalen Lynn returned to the floor for Southern Nazarene. It'll give Nick Davis a break.
See the ball. Reading everything or staying with? I know.
A little bit hot inside Fire Lake Arena here today, and perspiration on the hardwood there. Get that cleaned up. 4 to shoot. Got to get the ball inbounds. It goes to McGuy. He'll rise up and hit the 3.
Tyler McGuy for 3.
7 for Tyler McGuy. Dworsky had it stripped. Taken away, EIA.
Dworsky wants it back.
Yeah. The guy just hitting a 3 a moment ago. Weeks is back in the game to guard him. And offensive foul. Weeks takes the charge. First foul on McGuy. They call for pushing off with the left arm. Southeastern had 4 players in double figures on Thursday. Sternberger had 20. And Jet Sternberger in this game has just 2.
I think you can look up and down the Southeastern lineup and see numbers are well less than what they're used to being.
Dworsky hangs in the air and gets it to go. That's 8 for Adam Dworsky after a couple of first half 3-pointers.
Pressure him! Get tighter! Get tighter!
It was so back and forth in the first half, and then a 14-0 run to start the second half for Southern Nazarene has given them a 14-point cushion right now. Make it 16. Tyler McGuy connects again, and he now has 9. Missed 3 from Dworsky. EIA the rebound.
The guy's definitely found his rhythm on this court now. Has a feel for this basket.
Trying to back down Weeks from half court. It might take a while to get to the rim. You're right, he wants the basketball. Weeks pokes it free out of bounds. Bobby Johnson will come in.
For the Savage Storm, 23.
Replace Kyle Leslie. Berzovic getting a bit of a break right now. You've got Manick, Weeks, Johnson, Dworsky, and Sternberger on the floor for the Savage Storm. Inbounds to EIA, 7 to shoot. Sternberger guarding. EIA wants the shot, long 3. Manick the rebound. Aaron Mowat, the freshman from Austin, Texas, is on the floor as well for Southern Nazarene. Manick underneath to Dworsky, the foul, and 1.
Count the bucket for Adam.
Whether or not that one went in, you're probably going to get the goaltending call there too, as the net was grabbed.
Crimson Storm foul 15, Jalen Lynn his first.
Fouls on Jalen Lynn, his first. That was Wilson who came over, going up to try to block the shot, pulled on the net. Dworsky with 11. Starting to come to life a bit.
Storm 5, Manny Dixon.
Manny Dixon returns for Southern Nazarene. EIA will take a seat. Of course, Nick Davis on the bench trying to get a little rest for the big man for Southern Nazarene. He deserves it.
Get up there!
Team had to play a hard-fought game yesterday against Henderson. And an and one back the other way, coming for Southern Nazarene as Jalen Lynn got the basket and the foul. What a pass from Mowat. Immediate timeout with exactly 12 to play in the second. Southern Nazarene, a big lead here in the second half, 54-39. We're back in a moment on the GAC Sports Network.
SWASU has been saying that the focus is you for 20 years. Now that I'm here, I know my voice matters.
It's a true home away from home where the professors really do put the focus on me and my dreams.
At SWASU, it feels like they are cheering me on with so many ways to get involved, like social clubs,
sports, quality academics, and great people who care about your success. For real, the focus is on you.
Open the door to your future at SWASU. Go Dogs!
SWASU, the focus is you. Before the house, before the office, the late nights and new bosses. Before the last hugs, the wins and the losses. Before building the team, before building yourself. The rise and grinds, all day, every days. Before the letter, before the dream, there was a kid who loved to play. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Nick Davis has been on the bench for the last several minutes, but still 34 points in the paint today from Southern Nazarene. You know, they had only 34 in the paint against Henderson, and we've still got 12 to go in this one.
Well, for Southeastern, look at where they are right now. This has happened more than once this season for the Storm. They have dug for themselves a hole that seems almost insurmountable and found ways back most often, not every single time. It's a beatable team, no doubt.
Jalen Lynn completes a three-point play.
You're not seeing panic in the eyes of the Storm just yet.
They put the foul on Dworsky, his second. They can shoot their way back into any game. So Berzovic stays on the bench. Pass to Manick from Dworsky, and just on the rim, would not go. Davis is back in, by the way, for Southern Nazarene. Well, we mentioned at the beginning of this broadcast quite the recent history in tournament action between these two teams. You look back at 2018 in the semifinals, Southern Nazarene with a double overtime, 90-86 win. You might remember names like Noah Starkey and Kevin Buckingham, those two big post players that battled with each other. You're mentioning it being a fun game from a fan perspective, from a broadcast perspective. That kind of ignited the rivalry between these two teams.
I think so. That one went back and forth. There were regular season games that were tied as well, but that one was a big one in front of the entire conference.
Sternberger with 4. They would meet up again the next year in the championship game. That one also went to Southern Nazarene, 80-77, and it was a 1-2 matchup, which we didn't see very often on the men's side for a championship. Offensive foul called. Dworsky takes the charge.
Well, you won't see one this year either.
Right.
Number 2 is already fallen, and number 1 is on the ropes.
And for the Crimson Storm, 0, Adioke, EIA, 3, Xavier Bryant, 5, Manny Dixon.
EIA back in for Southern Nazarene. Berzovic is back in for the Savage Storm. So Berzovic, 11 points, 4 of 13 shooting. He has 9 rebounds as he nears another double-double. Shot clock winding down for the Savage Storm. Manick inside to Berzovic, 4 to shoot, spins away from Davis and gets the basket.
2 seconds left on the shot clock. Ordinarily, you might think, hey, that's a fantastic job. Good job, Southeastern, if you're a fan, which it did work. However, trail still by 12 points.
Yeah.
You can't take the entire shot clock with every possession.
Halfway through the second half now. Iaye has had a strong game. He'll give way to Manny Dixon from the baseline. Too much. Tipped back in.
Oh, wow.
Coming across is Mo Wilson.
Great move.
Sternberger, quick trigger on the 3. Davis clears the glass, his 9th board. 14 and 9 for Davis. Well, since we mentioned 18 and 19, how about one more? Semifinal matchup in 2020.
Savage Storm foul 23.
Excuse me.
Johnson, his first.
Not the case. That was I was thinking of a Henderson when Henderson played Southeastern. But again, 11 and 11 in 22 GAC matchups between these two teams.
Well, that's really as tight as it gets.
A steal for Dworsky in the lay-in.
Adam Dworsky.
That could be the spark. They were expected to play, though, in 2020, because I believe, weren't they the top 2 seeds?
And see, that's why you've always got my back. Yeah, Southern Nazarene was the 1 seed, and Southeastern was the 2 seed, but they were upset by Henderson.
Yes.
Yep.
And Oklahoma Baptist.
Right, yeah.
And that neither one made it into the championship game. It wound up being Henderson State and Oklahoma Baptist in a very good championship game in 2020.
Yeah, that's right. 3 on the front of the rim, would not go. Berzovic tried to save it inbounds, it was out. And we've got a timeout with 8:33 to play in the second half. We'll step away, 57-45, Southern Nazarene leading. Back in a moment on the GAC Sports Network.
It's your moment. It's your moment.
It's your moment.
Southern Nazarene shooting 53% for the game as we have 8:33 to play in the second. They lead 57-45. They're 24 of 45 from the floor, hitting just enough threes, and all about that 14-point run to start the second half. You take away that 4 minutes of action, and this is Southeastern's game, but 4 minutes changed the landscape of this whole game.
It really has, and if it winds up being back and forth like the first half was, that proves to be the difference ultimately. We saw this really throughout the day on Thursday. I mean, this entire tournament opened up with Southwestern as the number 7 seed, opening the game on a 10-0 run against Oklahoma Baptist, and the number 2 seed never could get back into it. And this may be the case for the number 4 seed right now, taking advantage of the top seed. A big run to open the second half.
I think that was one of my big takeaways from the quarterfinals, was the fact that the 7 seed Southwestern never trailed in their contest against the newcomer of the year and Blake Putnam and Oklahoma Baptist, who was sitting 8th in the regional rankings. Southeastern's ranked 6th in the Central region.
Let me tell you right now, of these 2 teams, do you know who Oklahoma Baptist is cheering for? Southeastern.
Right.
And they're not happy with the way this is looking right now, because if Southern Nazarene defeats Southeastern, Southeastern may still make it into the NCAA tournament as the number 16 in the regional ranking right now. But that would mean that the automatic bid in the tournament would go to someone other than Southeastern, and it could effectively push Oklahoma Baptist out of the rankings.
That's right. So Iaye, he now has 20 points. Foul was on Sternberger. His third foul. Manick loses the basketball, 3-on-1. Davis running the point. He has it taken away by Bobby Johnson. And the Savage Storm, they ended up having it taken away, and it was Bryant who ran into the ref as the ball goes out of bounds. Wow.
And of course, the ref is part of the court.
Right. See this?
Well, it was going out. No, he was going out anyway. He hit the ref outside or out of bounds.
Immediate timeout, 7:58 to play, 15-point Southern Nazarene lead. Back in a moment on the GAC Sports Network.
When you think about college, it's easy to think of intimidating things.
Like the large campus and classrooms, big books, and big tests. But when you get here, you realize that it's not just about these things.
It's about the people.
The people who pushed us to succeed.
Those who struggled and achieved with us.
It's about finding our place.
And living and learning with people who care about you.
This is home.
I've heard people say, Ouachita.
Wichita.
Achita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Washita.
Washita.
How would you pronounce it?
Washita.
Washita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Washita, people. It's Washita. Washita.
8 steals from this Southern Nazarene team, and that has led to an uncharacteristic day for Southeastern Oklahoma State. Dworsky has 8 turnovers. 7:58 to play in the second half. Southern Nazarene 60, Southeastern 45. And Joey Adam Bohach told us yesterday after his quarterfinal win against Henderson, he said, if you had told me that Henderson would hold Adokie Iaye to 1 point, he would not like his chances to come away with a victory, yet they won by 11. Well, Iaye has turned his day around. He has 20 points here in this one.
A different story today. No doubt about that. Iaye has performed. Davis continues to perform. Davis heading for a double-double. And Bryant's numbers continue to be strong. 7, 4, and 6 right now. Points, rebounds, and assists. It's a solid afternoon any way you look at it.
He's done a good job of running the offense. Whoa, Berzovich with that left hand. If that had gone in, it would have been the shot of the tournament because he was falling away the other direction.
I don't know, I may give it to Kenzie Nieder's three-pointer at the buzzer last night, the first half. Northwestern senior.
Bryant in trouble, finds his teammate Dixon. Couldn't have worked out any better.
And that has been the story of the day for Southern Nazarene. It really couldn't have worked out better. They have played well and had things fall to their advantage just like that. Bryant nowhere to go. Oh, there's a teammate.
Berzovich needs some help. Bounce pass to a cutting Bobby Johnson with the lay-in.
Bobby Johnson, the assist on Berzovich.
3 incredible passes today from Berzovich.
And yeah, for Southern Nazarene, you might want to slow it down just a bit here.
Now Bryant working his way in. Double team, leaves it for Dixon. He'll spin and connect again. And right back the other way, Sternberger. He's looking to get something in a hurry, can't do so. Southern Nazarene will take another 20 or 30 seconds off the clock.
Well, for Southeastern, we talked about Southern Nazarene, things going well. Everything that has worked well for Southeastern over the course of this season, you're not seeing it today.
They're shooting 40%, 19 of 47, and 4 of 19 from three-point range. Southeastern team has been so close to a conference tournament championship several times the last few years. Sternberger, the effort to Dworsky, 1-on-4, and Davis will be called for a foul. Dworsky is down, as is a Southern Nazarene player. Is that Dixon?
I thought it was Bryant.
Bryant, it's Bryant, yep.
Crimson
Dworsky's back up.
21, Nick Davis, his second.
Well, just his second personal foul, so it's not a concern there from a numbers standpoint. That's not one that you need, though, for Southern Nazarene.
Into the Savage Storm, 3, R.J. Weeks. For the Crimson Storm, 15, Jalen Lynn.
Coach Green out there wiping up the sweat. Is this like the, you had a Harding football reference the other day. I'll bring it to volleyball for a second, I guess. Is this that delay tactic here?
Well,
there are come out and say, hey, I gotta get that wiped up right there.
Yeah.
I don't have a timeout.
We need a challenge.
Yeah.
Well, there are a couple of Southeastern volleyball coaches in the building I know right now. One yesterday, East Central Sheree Lindsay, who led that program to an incredible turnaround this year. Southwestern's Josh Collins just down the table from us, and Southern Nazarene's Kevin Ingram is in the building with the Crimson Storm right now.
All right. Dworsky, or excuse me, Berzovich to Weeks, and that is good for R.J. Weeks.
For 3.
More press from Southeastern. Let's see how Southern Nazarene handles it. Now 5:35 to play. It is still a double-digit lead at 64-50. The IA having a day, 20 points.
Now they pull it out, let a little bit more of that time run off the clock. Heading toward just 5 minutes left in this one.
Need to make a move now, 6 to shoot. The IA's going to keep the basketball. Berzovich blocks it out of bounds with 2 on the shot clock. .509 to play. Sternberger must have some blood on his arm.
Looking for it. In the meanwhile, talk about Southern Nazarene, 2 on the shot clock there. Looking for a pass close to the basket. I think I'd be looking for Davis at this point. He's been tough to stop.
Yeah, he has. Oh, it's back of his leg. And it's on the uniform as well, so you got to get it off the uniform. I hope they realize it's on the back of his leg too, or we're going to have another longer delay. There we go. They got it. 64-50, Southern Nazarene a 14-point lead. Checking Sternberger out. And got to go back, I think, said the referee.
We can't get
Nope.
the blood out of the jersey.
Yep. Okay. Sternberger's trying to roll his pants up, his shorts.
What? We sprayed it down. We can't get it out. We're not going to get it out till we wash it. Come on now.
Coach Green is asking for an explanation.
Hurry up, hurry
Well,
up.
normally, kind of take the player out, keep the game going. He's going to have to go change shorts completely, it looks like. Hope they've got another pair in there for him.
Exactly.
They keep a pair for Jay Lindley on hand just in case, so he's going to give up his, I think. Well, that hurts here. 5:09 to
Actually,
play.
it may not. It changes the dynamic. First off, it's an offensive foul, which that makes everything a moot point. But if you were looking to try to get it in the lane quickly for that inbound pass, Coach Green brought in Manick. That clogs up the lane a little bit more. So all of that obviously out the window after that offensive foul.
And Dixon.
No time went off the clock in the meantime.
And he's already back out here. Wow. So Dixon has picked up his 4th foul. And Sternberger will be out just about a possession here. There's another little lengthy delay here that slowed down the momentum for Southern Nazarene as well, as Bobby Johnson is able to connect.
Well, for what Manick does bring to the table, what Southeastern would need is what Sternberger does, and that's scoring from long range. It's going to have to be a three-pointer or two taken and made for Southeastern to be back in this.
You always wonder if a team slowed it down too early. A block shot again by Berzovich, and it's Southeastern basketball. 4:34 to play. Sternberger will come back in and replace Manick. Xavier Bryant is back in for Southern Nazarene as Jalen Lynn will go to the bench.
I'm not so sure. For Southern Nazarene, you want to take some time off the clock. What the Crimson Storm have to do is just keep playing defense the way that they were doing it throughout the remainder of the game.
Dworsky flings it to the rim. He's fouled.
Crimson Storm foul 3. Xavier Bryant.
That's on Xavier Bryant. Just came back into the game, his second. 7th team foul. Free throws the rest of the way for Southeastern. You've got one of the best free throw shooters at the line in Adam Dworsky.
Storm shooting 2, Adam Dworsky.
87.2% at the line this year. Ooh. I didn't shoot it, Joey. I don't believe in the broadcaster jinx. He's the conference's leading free throw shooter, actually.
Sure you don't believe in that?
Oh, I mean, I saw the look you gave me, though.
Time in and time out, we see those interesting things happen. I know it's not real, but it is funny to talk about.
Maybe not for Dworsky.
Probably not for Dworsky, no, but he didn't hear you, so that's right. It's okay. But again, I go back to Southern Nazarene. I don't think they've slowed it down too quickly, and I don't think they need to be in a hurry right here.
Sternberger comes up with a steal. Johnson out in front, looking for the contact. There wasn't any. And Southern Nazarene clears the glass on the rebound from Mo Wilson.
You have to make the basket. You can't always look for the contact when it's a play like that.
Less than 4 to play.
Sorry, again, not in a hurry.
No. High screen by Davis. Magai has 5 to shoot. He'll work on Dworsky. Spins away from him. Fading. Berzovic the rebound. And, just saved inbounds by Dworsky. Berzovic toes the line. Missed it. That is going to stay with Southeastern. Here's Nick Davis and company again, not happy about it. We'll see if they overrule it. Referee telling Nick Davis to calm down. See it right there. Media timeout, 3:32 to play. Southern Nazarene 64, Southeastern 53. We're back in a moment on the GAC Sports Network.
Man, what you doing this for? Just out here for recreational purposes? No. Working, man.
Mission today is to work hard until you can't go no more. It's always a team mission. Can't get nowhere without the team. It takes everybody. 1, 2, 3.
You better be open. You better be open. Man, listen, man, listen. It's only one attitude that you gotta bring. Let's go. That you need to bring.
Work. I mean, we come out here every day to get better. If it was easy, everybody would do it, man.
We work out on the street, you feel me? We the best in the nation. We outwork y'all, we outwork anybody.
We always grinding, always getting better. Every time I come through these lines, no matter what these lines at, work. Maximum effort.
Let's go.
6-0 run from Southeastern in the last 2:12 as Southern Nazarene has not scored in about 3 minutes of action, actually.
Yeah, that is the case. A little bit more than that. Michael, you were talking about slowing down. I think that Southern Nazarene's done the right thing in slowing it down, but you still have to make the shots, and you have to play defense.
Southeastern looks to get it back to single digits. Trailing by 11, Dworsky misses the layup. And the rebound goes to Manny Dixon. Numbers for Bryant today, 7 points on 3 of 6 shooting, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds along with 2 steals. Passing game around the perimeter here. 6 on the shot clock. A step back 3, good. Xavier Bryant, 10 points.
That might be enough, Michael.
Back to a 14-point lead. Sternberger, he connects back the other direction. It's still game on. I didn't see it, Joey.
It was an errant pass.
Okay. I was reading a text from Eric Moyer.
It was an errant pass. Magai simply not looking. And unforced error. And Magai, you see him go to the bench right now. He's hobbling a bit. He was hobbling a bit before the media timeout. So he's been playing through some pain. And it can't see him on the bench right now, but he's holding that ankle.
Officials reviewing the last three-pointer that Jet Sternberger hit. So Sternberger right now with 7 points, Southeastern with 56. And we'll still wait and see if we hear anything from our public address announcer or if the referees come over this way. They're at the far scorers table now. He said a 3, I believe. Okay. We got the review. Sternberger's 3 was indeed a 3. 11-point game, 67-56 at Southeastern basketball. Look, the whistle's been blown. Coach Kelly Green still has his big man in Sternberger drawing up the play. But Berzovic will be involved in this one. 2:33 to go. It is a lob to Berzovic. And it sends Dworsky open on the left wing. He hits the 3. He is into double figures now with 10, and Southeastern will take a timeout. 67-59. It's the closest the Savage Storm have been in quite some time.
Since the half.
Yeah. Yeah, they led by 1 at halftime. Then a 14-0 run in the first 4.5 minutes of the second half. Southern Nazarene has controlled the pace of the second half of play. Don't forget, we've still got another men's semifinal game coming up next. It's number 6 Southern Arkansas, who will take on 7th-seeded Southwestern. And then we'll turn our attention to the women's side of the bracket as well. So 3 more games still to come here on the GAC Sports Network today in day 3 of our coverage here at Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee, Oklahoma. We're off to a good start in this one.
Well, and in the last 15 seconds of game time, Southeastern's put 6 points back on the board from trailing 14 down to just 8.
Southern Nazarene winners of 2 tournament championships. Southeastern still looking for their first. In fact, you got to go back to 1997 in the Lone Star Conference. They last won a tournament championship. Iaye is fouled, and the Boo Birds rain in from the blue and gold over there. They thought that was not a foul. Dworsky just caught reaching in.
And it's still another 2 fouls before it sends Southern Nazarene to the free throw line.
Did they get a reset on that? That shot clock not staying the same? Happened in the backboard. Right there! Bravo!
Bryant gets the basketball across half court. Time of the essence right now as we near 2 minutes to play. Southern Nazarene with an 8-point lead. Bryant underneath to Iaye. Adokie Iaye with 22 points to lead all scorers in this one. And Southeastern looking for the 3-point line. It's Dworsky who hits again. Adam Dworsky's up to 17 points now.
He's not looking for the 3-point line. He's nowhere near the 3-point line.
30 seconds.
30-second timeout from Southeastern. We'll stay right here. 1:50 to go. So Southern Nazarene 69, Southeastern 62. 7 fouls on Southern Nazarene, 5 on Southeastern. You saw Adokie Iaye with his layup to give him 22 to lead all scorers. And the threes falling for Adam Dworsky now. He's 7 of 12 from the floor, 4 of 7 from 3-point range.
Well, if you're Southeastern too, recognize this. If you're going to put Southern Nazarene on the free throw line, a team again that is 66.5% from the line for the season, you still have to get 1 more foul out of the way. There's just 5 team fouls right now. So with the clock at just less than 2 minutes, something needs to take place quickly.
Inbounds will come from Mo Wilson. Davis sets a screen to allow Bryant a little bit of space.
Dworsky has 3. He really can't be the one to do it. Somebody else is going to need to step up.
Ball in the hands of Xavier Bryant. 10 points, 8 rebounds, or 8 assists. Bryant in trouble, blocked, and it is 1 on the shot clock, launching from half court, off the backboard, and almost in. Offensive rebound for Southern Nazarene.
Bryant with the biggest play of the game in the rebound.
Unbelievable, and we're down to 1:10 to play. Southeastern trying to foul. Coach Green is asking for a shot clock violation.
20, Jet Sternberger, his 4th.
You missed it.
It's 4 on Sternberger now as well.
Into the Crimson Storm, 15. Jalen Lynn.
See something new all the time.
Boy, I'll tell you what. That is exactly right. Southeastern wanting the shot clock violation, not going to get that, but the heads-up play.
Yes.
Bryant to get there and pull down the rebound after it went all the way around the rim and finally fell out. Nearly a miraculous shot on top of that.
Jaworski not going to foul just yet. Now he does. 1:01 to go. 7-point Southern Nazarene lead. Well, they call it on Berzovic. First foul.
7th.
One and one.
Xavier Bryant to the free throw line, getting a little bit of a pep talk. It's a 1-and-1. He's a 76% free throw shooter. That was the 7th foul on Southeastern. Cannot connect.
Here we go. Come on, Bobby.
Southeastern's Jaworski over to Berzovic, hesitates, shoots, won't go. Around the rim and out. And a rebound by Manny Dixon.
It's a nice shot. Jaworski putting his hand on his shoulder. Hey, listen, you took a good shot. Just didn't fall. Story of the day. Southern Nazarene now needs to make some free throws too.
The senior telling the freshman there, we got 49 seconds left. So it's still a 1-and-1. That was the 8th foul. Southern Nazarene electing to send everybody back to half court. Free throw's good for Manny Dixon.
And once you get that first one out of the way, the second one is usually a little bit easier.
Dixon at 64% from the line. Southern Nazarene in this game, 7 of 10. And it's back to a 9-point Southern Nazarene lead.
Into the Crimson Storm, 21.
That's clutch. Clutch for Dixon, and Davis comes back in. He's going to go out on Berzovic well outside. Keep him from getting a quick opportunity.
Jaworski drives in underneath the basket, circles it all the way back around. 40 seconds to play. He launches. Jaworski can't hit. Berzovic offensive board. Reverse layup is good for Berzovic. 15 for Ante. We're down to 34.6 to play. And it's a 7-point Southern Nazarene lead. We've got a foul before the ball was inbounded. That one's on Sternberger. He's out.
5,
Storm foul, 20. Sternberger. It is his 5th.
So the sophomore will finish with 7 points on 3 of 11 shooting, 5 rebounds in 35 minutes today.
Definitely a different story
And for the Savage
2 days
Storm,
ago here.
11, Kyle Leslie.
Kyle Leslie will come into the game for Southeastern as the replacement.
The Crimson Storm shooting a 1-and-1 3. Xavier Bryant.
Heads, 1-and-1. Get the shooter.
9th team foul, so again a 1-and-1, and Bryant now has 11 points. Dallas, Texas native, had a great game yesterday against Henderson. Sitting with 11 points and 8 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. Give Bryant 12, and it's a 9-point Southern Nazarene lead. They're going to take Davis out of the game. Interesting there. And Jaworski underneath to Berzovic. She'll have the dunk. 17 for Ante Berzovic.
Got 2, needed 3.
Sure.
Or 9.
Right. 73-66. Quick foul again. See who they put that one on. It's on Johnson.
7 Storm foul, 23. Bobby
Talk about these seniors for Southeastern. Bobby Johnson, one of those. I don't think anyone's been with his program in this tournament longer than what Bobby Johnson has been with Southeastern.
How long did you say it had been yesterday? Yeah.
I think I mentioned the Clinton administration, but
Kellen Manick, Adam Dworsky, seniors as well.
The Crimson Storm, 3, Xavier Bryant.
So Southern Nazarene set to join Arkansas Monticello and Arkansas Tech as the only teams to make 3 final appearances. They lead 74-66. Dworsky with 23 seconds. He hits the 3. That's 20 for Adam Dworsky. Southeastern does have 1 timeout remaining. They won't use it yet. Nick Davis trying to check in. Now he won't, as EIA is now fouled. 5-point game.
Well, for Southeastern, you have to just say, hey, there's still time on the clock. I don't see zeros yet.
At the line for the Crimson Storm, shooting 2.
Bohach has his 4 other players huddled up, leaving EIA as the lone man on the line. 71% free throw shooter. And he's 3 of 3 in the game, and he misses that one. 11 of 16 at the line for Southern Nazarene. 22 points, 4 boards, 3 steals. 1 of 2 for EIA. Now they'll get Davis in.
They're bring the full court pressure as well.
Kind of have to.
Yeah, that's a very good decision.
The bowling alley is over there. We don't need them rolling the ball up the floor. On defense, you got to make them work for it. Leslie will shoot. His 3 doesn't go. A rebound by Southern Nazarene. That's Manny Dixon. 10.7 to play. And Southern Nazarene realizing now they're almost to the finish line of this semifinal game.
It's still a 2-possession game. Need to make right here. Nice gesture of sportsmanship between Dixon and Dworsky.
And Dixon hits that one. So he's into double figures with 10. EIA with 23, Bryant with 13, Davis with 14. Dixon becomes the 4th player into double figures. They had 5 yesterday. 1 of 2, 7-point advantage, 8 seconds left. Dworsky will pull up basically from half court. He hits again, putting on a 3-point clinic right now. And Southeastern uses their final timeout with 5.4 seconds to play.
I still don't see zeros on the clock.
Nope. How far away was that one? 25?
Oh, well more than that.
30?
No, I wasn't quite 30.
Long way.
It was 28.
Okay.
Wow.
These things have a way of evening out over the course of a long game. There's Aaron Lucas from Southern Arkansas University. He is ready to take the floor. And it's going to be a little bit longer as this one has slowed down at the end. Use of the timeouts. Well, those free throws are big on the last possession, as you said.
That first one especially. That's what made it a 3 possession. It's still 2 right now because of that.
Yeah. You wonder if Southern Nazarene will inbound and just immediately wait for the foul, or if they, sometimes you see players try to get something deep down the court just to get something on a runaway and just go ahead and end it.
Yeah, because at that point, Southeastern still has to get it back to the, if it's a steal, you still have to get it back to the other end.
Yep. Well, they're going to put Davis and Lynn at half court, and they'll break to the basket, and they'll send one the other direction. Inbounds does go to EIA. He's fouled, a little about over a second off the clock there.
7 Storm foul, 23, Bobby Johnson, his 3rd.
Bobby Johnson called for his 3rd. Out of
I believe it's his
3.9.
fourth.
Okay.
At the line for the Crimson Storm, 0, Adioke, EIA.
So EIA can put the game away here. And doesn't get the roll. We're still a four-point game. Yep.
Possession game. It would take a three-pointer and a foul at this point. What a great game from Southern Nazarene, though. Nice game plan, executed well.
And for the Crimson Storm, 11, Mo Wilson.
And Davis will go out. Wilson back in. We're down to 3.9. One more shot for Southeastern. Again, their season maybe not over yet, as Joey's going to interview a member of the Southern Nazarene men's basketball team here in just a second. At the end of this one, Taylor Cox is going to come into the game, and what a moment here, everybody, as Adam Dworsky, the Great American Conference Player of the Year, and longtime senior Bobby Johnson get to exit the court with 3.9 seconds to go as their careers will come to an end. We've been doing this a long time, a 10th GAC tournament. It doesn't matter. It's hard to see that happen. And it will be Taylor Cox with the game's final shot. He hits it at the buzzer. It does count. The young man from Durant, Oklahoma has Southeastern's final points. And Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm advance to the championship game tomorrow. It's set for 3:30. Their opponent awaits. It will be either 6th seed Southern Arkansas or it will be 7th seed Southwestern Oklahoma State. Still so much to be determined on the men's side of things, and what an amazing game we had here for you today. A 14-0 run to start the second half for Southern Nazarene really made the difference in this one. Crimson Storm shoot nearly 52% from the floor, 46% from Southeastern, 5 of 15 from three-point range for Southern Nazarene, and 10 of 29 for Southeastern. They started making a lot of threes late, and you see the handshake line, but then you see other players going over to talk with Adam Dworsky and some of the other players for Southeastern. We heard it a bunch of times yesterday that Southeastern has been seen as the class of the league this year. Well, Southern Nazarene just knocked them off. And Joey's standing by. We're going to go to him in just a second. He's got a player interview coming up for us. I imagine it's going to be Adokie EIA. And Joey, 24 points for EIA on 8 of 14 shooting. What a day for Adokie EIA. Take it away, Joey.
Well, it says that we're on, and I believe we're on right now. Adokie EIA, fantastic performance. Let's just start. First off, you get the win over Southeastern. I know that has to be big for the program.
Yeah, for sure. You know, they beat us 2 times in the season, and we just didn't want to lose the 3rd time, so we just had to go out and get it today.
We had a great game plan. You came out, played solid defense, executed very well.
Yeah, you know, they're a really talented offensive team, one of the best offensive teams in the country, so defense was really on our mind today.
On the offensive side of the ball, in 24 points today, you were feeling it.
Yeah, I just wanted to be aggressive. You know, shout out to my guys. Yesterday I didn't have a good game. And, you know, they're all just picking me up, just telling me, keep going, coach, all the coaching staff, everyone telling me to keep going. So, you know, that brings a lot of confidence to me.
Inside, you had the long-range shot going, too. I mean, there wasn't anywhere where you weren't comfortable.
Yes, sir. You know, new court, new arena, so I just had to get the feel of it. And like I said, my teammates, my coaches instilled a lot of confidence into me.
One more game to play in the GAC tournament. Looking ahead to Sunday.
Yes, sir. I'm ready. We ready.
Mike, congratulations on the win. Michael?
Okay, thanks so much, Joey. What a performance today from Adokie EIA in 34 minutes of action. He has just a huge day as he scores 24 points and he actually played 36 minutes today in this one. A few of the final numbers: Nick Davis, 14 points. Adokie EIA, 24 points. Xavier Bryant had 13. Manny Dixon had 10. And Tyler Magai had 5 points. Mo Wilson scored 4. Jalen Lynn had 3. Ante Berzovic, 17 points. Adam Dworsky in his final game, 26 points, 13 for Bobby Johnson, 7 apiece from Sternberger and R.J. Weeks. For Joey McWilliams, I'm Michael Westbrook from Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.